Welcome back. Glad you could join me today. Today I thought we'd do a fantastic little painting, and I think you'll really enjoy it and it'll make you happy. So let's have them graphically run all the colors across the screen that you need to do this painting at home with me, and they'll come across, as usual, in the same order as I have them on the palette, starting with the white and working around. And let's go on up here. Now I've already covered the canvas with a liquid white and it's ready to go. So let's take our old 2-inch brush and we'll go right into a touch of the phthalo blue, and I'm going to reach right over here and grab some alizarin crimson. So we have phthalo blue and alizarin crimson. Proportionately, we use much more crimson than blue. The blue is many times stronger. Now this will look black till you go up to the canvas. So let's go up here. Now up here, sort of give it a little test and see if it's what you want. If it's not what you want, stop and change it right then. Don't keep going because it's not going to get any better. Now using little crisscross strokes, I'm just going to fill in the basic area. I think we'll do some big, fluffy, beautiful clouds today. I like clouds. They're a lot of fun to do. Just sort of let this play around and have fun. There we go. Now, as you work down the canvas, your brush is picking up the liquid white, and automatically it gets lighter in value. And in a landscape, your sky should get lighter and lighter as it works toward the horizon. And with the liquid white, that happens automatically. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to plan it. It happens. All right. We've got a big old wild sky there already. Now, while I have that color on the brush, I'm going to add a little more and go right back in here. And let's put some water in this painting. So let's start here and pull from the outside in. And we'll have some water in here. There we go. Now you want your water to be darker down here than up here. And once again, that will help create the illusion of depth in your painting. All right. And we'll come from this side over. And we really don't care right now. We're just trying to get in some basic colors. There we go. Okay, I'll wash the brush. Wash the old brush. Shake it off. Give it a good wrap, and we're ready to go. Now then, I want to work on the sky a little bit. So start in the light area when you have a clean brush and blend upward. If you have a dirty brush, start at the top and work downward. Clean brush, you start in the light area and work upward. Very lightly. Okay, and then down here, all the way across. That light area will remain. If you're very gentle, don't get too strong. Take a weak pill. There. Okay. Now then we can play a little bit. Tell you what, let's use the old 1-inch brush today. And we'll go right into a little bit of titanium white. Then I'm going to reach over here, pick up some yellow ochre. We'll just put it right in here. Least little touch of the bright red. Least little touch, mostly ochre. Let's go in here. And I want some color in these clouds today. So just sort of figure out where you want the shadows or the dark parts to be and just lay this in. Now, since we have a lavender sky, we can put yellows in it. If we had a bright blue sky and you put this yellow in there, chances are you'd get a brilliant green sky. But since it's lavender, you mix yellow and lavender together, or purple, whatever you want to call it, and it will make a beautiful brown color. We don't care about that. That's fine. Okay? That gives us a little color to be in the shadow part of the cloud. Clean the old brush. Give him a little wrap, and off we go. And then I'll go right into titanium white. Same old 1-inch brush, and I'm loading a lot of paint into the bristles. A lot of paint. Look at there. Good. Let's go up here. Now then, we have to make some big decisions. Where does these clouds live? There they come. Watch them. Watch them. Tiny little circles. Keep that brush moving at all times. Maybe this goes right on off the edge here. You don't care. Let these clouds just float around and off the top there, wherever. Look at that. Big, fluffy son of a guns that play in the sky. There. And they just float around. float around heaven all day. Well, wouldn't that be a nice lifestyle? That's what they do. That's what they do. No worries, no cares. Just float around. Wait for the wind to blow them here and there. All right. Keep talking like that and I'll want to be a cloud in my next life. There. Now with a 2-inch brush, using just the top corner of the brush, I just want to begin blending this out. Blending it out. Barely touching. And don't overmix. Probably one of the biggest mistakes made in clouds is overworking them. Pretend that clouds are lazy. They don't want to be overworked. Just enough to stir them up and mix them up and then leave them alone. Now we'll fluff them. Just grab it, lift it, big circular strokes. Big circular strokes. As we've said before, don't grab them and go straight up because it'll look like it's raining up. That'll really disturb you. Unless you turn the painting upside down. Turn it upside down, then it's going to be raining down. There. Sometimes when you're painting, you might want to put rain off in the distance, and that's the way to do it, is pull those strokes down like that, and it'll create that illusion of rain that's far, far away. There. Okay, let's do some happy little mountains, and today maybe I'll do them with a fan brush. Let's go into ALIZARIN Crimson, PHTHALO Blue, just mix them on the brush, and I'm going to reach over here and get a little bit of white. So we have blue, crimson, and a little titanium white. Load a lot of paint into the old fan brush. Let's go right up here. Maybe there's a little mountain and he lives right back here. Don't overmix the color on your brush. And that way you'll get all types of little variations happening in your mountain without even trying. There. There we go. Now we'll take the large brush, grab that, and very lightly, just pull it out and let it just float right back here in the clouds. Just sort of floats around. See? I want this one to be far away so you can just blend right over it. Now you need a firm paint when you're doing this. If you use a thin paint, you're going to instantly become a mud mixer. Then you're going to yell at me. Don't want that to happen. Use the firmest paint you can find. Now, same colors, but I'm going to leave the white out. I want this to be darker. So we have blue and crimson. Tell you what, let's put some midnight black in there too. Blue, crimson, and a little bit of midnight black. Okay, let's go back up here. Maybe there's a happy mountain. Okay, he lives. Yeah, he does, right there. Look at there. See, just shape these however you want them. However you want them. This is your world, and you can create any kind of mountain that you want in here. Maybe he's got a little arm that pokes up right there. We don't know. Don't care. See? Just let him go. Let him go. This one's a little darker than the one in the back, so it helps once again to create that illusion of distance. Now then, with our 2-inch brush, we'll grab that color and pull it out. Just pull it out. Well, these could be nice desert-type mountains. With all the shapes they have. There we go. And we let that mountain just sort of float back there. Now I have several fan brushes going. So let me go to another fan brush. We'll go into, let's use some dark sienna, some Van Dyke brown, like so. And we'll grab some white and put in there. There. Very good. Okay, load a lot of paint into the brush. And now begin deciding where you want highlights to be on this mountain. Now, if you live in an area that has mountains, look around at the colors change the colors of your painting so they match what's in your area, if you're doing paintings from that area. You know, any color will work here. All I want to do is show you how to make it work. And what colors you use are up to you. The fan brush makes very nice little mountains. Very nice. And just vary the browns and the whites all back. So you get all kinds of little happy things that are happening in there. These fan brushes are unbelievable. Nice brushes to play with. There's a little thing right in there, maybe one here. Let that come right on down, wherever you want it to go. Okay, now then, I'm going to use that lavender color with a little more blue into it. And with that, we'll come back up here and we can begin laying the indication of a few highlights here and there. Just like so. See, just the principles are the same as if you were making these mountains with your knife. And you can make them with your knife. I just want to show you some different type things. Okay, just get an indication of a shadow or two in here. Like so. There we go. Wherever you think the shadow should be, that's where it should be. And a few over here. I will probably cover those up, so I'm not too worried about them. You know me, I always got to have a bunch of trees and all that kind of things in there. And then maybe a little highlight. Just take some white. There we go. And maybe here and there, this is just sort of a gray color. What was in the brush mixed with white makes a nice gray color. And you can put all kinds of different things happening in there. But the principles are exactly the same as if you're doing them with a knife. The light will strike in the same areas. There we go. There. And you can slip back, pick up a few dark colors if you want to make some very deep shadows in there. Deep, deep shadows. Not too many, just a few. Just a few. Okay. Now with a clean, dry 2-inch brush, I want to tap this, soften it, and create the illusion of mist. Like so. Like so. Very soft. And then very gently blend that. Blend it, blend it, blend it. And you can bring it all together. Be sure your brush stays clean. You can just beat the brush rather than going through the whole cleaning procedure. That'll take off that excess paint. Now I just use this same old dirty brush, and I'll go into a little bit of sap green, a little bit of brown. Maybe there's some happy little things that go right up the side of this. Follow the angles. Just here and there, there's a couple little happy doers there. Okay. Once again, good clean dry brush. Tap it so it creates that illusion of mist. We'll give it a little upward lift. Like that. Now then, let's play some more. We'll take some green, and we'll go back into that lavender color we used and just mix them all up together here. Okay, let's go up in here. Maybe there's a little footy hill that lives right in there. This is sap green. I think there's a little bit of alizarin crimson in there and some of the lavender color we used. Just all those pretty colors. We'll put a little footy hill in there. Like that. Okay. Clean brush. We'll tap that just to create that illusion of mist. Lift upward. Doop, 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 doop. See, anything that happens in here, you can just blend it out. It goes away. No big deal. Now then, let's start playing. I'll take a little bit of yellow, some sap green, and just tap them together. Now, if your green's too bright, as crazy as this sounds, reach over here and take a little bright red and put in it, because green and red make brown, and that'll dull that bright, bright green down if it's too bright for you. Okay, let's go up here. Now, maybe back in here, we're going to begin having some little land areas that are happening. There we go. Very soft, little happy meadow things back in here. And just sort of vary your color so that it'll look like little shadows and highlights all playing and just having fun. There we go. More and more and more. Tell you what. Get a 1-inch brush, and I'll go into some green and some black. We'll pull that. A lot of paint in the brush. Okay, let's go up here. Now maybe there's some happy little trees that live back in here. Just little trees. Follow the lay of the land. This is where you begin creating that illusion. And you can put as many or as few of these in as you want. See, already that's beginning to help create the illusion of depth, distance. There, right in there. Let's go back on this other side over here. Maybe there's a bigger one that, yep, you're right. You were right, he lives right there. And all we're doing right now is just laying in some dark color. So when we put our light color on there, it'll show up. Because as you know, you have to have dark in order to have light. It's just like in life. Have to have a few dark days so you know when those nice days come. I'm using sap green and yellow ochre, Indian yellow. Pull it in one direction. A lot of paint. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, we can begin putting in some highlights. Be careful that you don't kill all the dark. This starts working so nice, it's almost hard sometimes to stop, but you gotta stop. See, leave those dark areas in there. That's what gives depth to them. Dimension. There we go. There we go. Look at all those little happy bushes. They just live right in there. Look at all of them. Layer after layer after layer. Over here, there's another one. Look at that. See? You can do it. The first step in being able to do anything is believe that you can do it, because you can do it. You can do it. You know that. Believe that you can do it. See it in your mind. See it finished before you ever start. Think about what you're going to do. And as I'm sort of a fanatic, but I believe that you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. But you start out by believing here that it's already happened. And you see what it's going to look like when it's done. You build a little dream in your mind. And you can do that. Practice it. Practice it. It's like, athletes, when they go to that big event, boy, if they're gonna make a big jump, they think about that in their mind. They see themselves going over that big hurdle over and over and over. And then when it comes time, it's easy. And do the same thing in painting. I'm just taking a little bit of the dark color that was on this brush and pulling down. This will be a little reflection. Sometime I get on my soapbox and I talk too much, I'll hush. Right over in here. There we go. Pull it straight down, straight down, straight down. Very lightly, go across. Just want to create the illusion of water. There. Now then, clean off my knife. Let's go right up in here. We'll take a little bit of this dark color. This is just the browns. And let's put a little bank in here, a little shoreline. I just have a little roll of paint on the knife. Just allow the knife to barely touch and to graze the canvas. Just slide over the canvas and leave a little bit of paint. It'll look like land areas and all kind of little little happy things going on. A little touch of brown and white here and there. Light color. That'll sparkle it up. Let the sun play through. There. Now then, let's take an old big brush. We'll go right through some Van Dyke brown. We'll pick up some black, some crimson, sap green, whatever. Go right up in here. And then we'll begin touching, pushing, bending that brush upward. Bend it upward. Don't let it slide. If the brush slides, you're going to get that. You don't want that. You want it to look like hundreds and thousands of little leaves that are playing all through here. There we go. Maybe, tell you what, let's do. Let's have some fun. We'll just let this come right on out like that. Right out like that. Isn't it fantastic that you can just change your mind and create all kinds of happy things in a heartbeat, in 1 second. You can change your mind and you can change your painting. What started out as a meadow can end up being a lake, or vice versa. That's the kind of power that you have on canvas. See? And I've decided there's going to be another little peninsula here. So we need some shadows. Pull them straight down. Straight down. Go lightly across. Isn't that easy? We have water. Let's take our knife. We'll put a tree trunk here now. I'll just use some dark sienna. Maybe there's a happy little tree trunk that lives right in this tree. Just like that. Point of the knife. Scrape in a few little sticks and twig indications. Let's go on the other side and do the same thing. Just scrape them in. Let the canvas shine through. There. Now, we'll go back to our 1-inch brush. I'm going to dip it into a little of the liquid white. Try some yellow, some sap green, some sap green. Okay, let's make a happy leaf on this tree. Touch, push, bend the brush a little bit. Go slightly above the dark. You don't want shadows to be on the top. Let me use another brush here. Let me clean one up. I'm about to run out of brushes. All right, a little bit of the liquid white, some yellow, and I'm going to pick up a touch, just a touch, of the bright red. We'll make a sparkler in here. And he lives right there. Right there. Look at that. That one's so pretty it almost hurts. Boy, it's a beauty. That is a beauty. See there? See there? You can do it. Some yellow ochre and some of the greens. And I'm just going to begin creating layer after layer of all kinds of little bushes, leaving some dark in between each one. If you kill that dark, then they're going to just all blend together, and we don't want that. We want to see individuals up close. The foreground is the hardest part of the painting. Ooh, there's a beauty. See, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. And learn to live with those accidents. When they happen, recognize them. Recognize them. Stop right there. Don't keep going. Don't just kill them. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Work with them. Let's go back over here. Here's a nice tree. Put some leaves on him. There we go. See, work in layers. Create patterns in your tree. Just create these patterns so your tree stands out. Don't just bang, bang, bang and hit at random. That's what your tree will look like. There we go. If you have trouble making your paint stick, add the least little touch of liquid white or paint thinner. Either one. The liquid white will make your color a little brighter, which a lot of times is very good, but if you don't want that, then add a little thinner. Or you can add a little of the liquid clear. There we go. Tap some of that right down in there, like that. That'll end up being happy little reflections. See there, see there, see there. There we go. Right across. Okay. we'll take some brown, and once again, we'll create a little bit of dirt right there. Doop, soup, soup. Little light color. Just barely touch, pull it across. And then some liquid white on my knife, pull it out very flat and cut across. And let's go right in here. And we need some happy little water lines here and there. Look at that. So that cleans it all up, brings it together. That easy. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what, let's do. Tell you what, let me find, let's use the filbert brush today. I like that. We'll start with some brown. Just load a lot of brown right into your brush. Go right up here. Maybe there's a tree that lives. Yep, right there. Right there. Now I'm just going to show you how to make a quick little tree. Like so. And you put as many or as few little limbs on there as you want. You can take your liquid black and put a whole bunch of nice limbs on there. There, we'll take some yellow and a touch of the red and tap it into the brush. And just put the indication of some happy little leaves up there. Boy, that's a sparkler. And with that, I think that gives us a nice completed painting. Give you a lot of ideas so you can do your own masterpiece. Send me some pictures. Let me see what you're doing. I think we'll call this painting finished. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. God bless.